Imagine filing your taxes with just a pencil and a single sheet of paper. That was the reality for many Americans in 1955. Fast forward to today, and we're drowning in a sea of forms, software, and complex regulations. Let's explore how the United States tax code has evolved from 1955 to the present day. In 1955, the tax code was relatively straightforward. The top income tax rate for individuals was a whopping 91%, but this only applied to those earning over $200,000, equivalent to millions in today's currency. Most people were nowhere near this bracket. Corporate tax rates exceeded 50%. Deductions were simple, mainly covering state and local taxes and mortgage interest. Today, the picture looks quite different. The top federal income tax rate has dropped to 37%, while the corporate tax rate sits at 21%. However, the simplicity of the 1950s tax code has given way to a labyrinth of rules, loopholes, and deductions that can baffle even financial experts. The tax code's growth is staggering. In 1955, it consisted of 1.4 million words. Today, it has ballooned to 10 million words. This increased complexity has changed taxpayer behavior dramatically. Over 90% of Americans now rely on tax preparers or software to file their returns. The compliance burden is enormous, with Americans spending 6.1 billion hours and $233.8 billion annually just to file their taxes. Despite lower tax rates, economic growth hasn't necessarily accelerated. In the 1950s, despite high corporate tax rates, GDP growth averaged about 4% annually. Recent years have seen slower growth despite lower rates, challenging the notion that high taxes inherently hinder economic expansion. The evolution of the tax code has also impacted income distribution. With lower top rates and more opportunities for tax maneuvering, the income gap has widened compared to the 1950s. High earners and corporations have seen their wealth grow more dramatically, contributing to increased income inequality. Public perception of taxes is often clouded by misconceptions. Many believe that people in the 1950s were overwhelmed by taxes, but in reality, few reached the highest brackets. Today, some argue that high-income Americans aren't paying their fair share, yet top earners still face substantial combined federal, state, and local taxes. As we reflect on tax policies past and present, one truth remains constant. Taxes are an enduring part of our financial lives. While the specifics have shifted over time, the underlying complexity persists. Understanding the tax system is as crucial now as it was in 1955, even as the landscape continues to evolve. The journey from the relative simplicity of 1955 to today's intricate tax code serves as a reminder of the ongoing challenge in balancing fiscal needs, economic growth, and fairness in taxation. As we move forward, the lessons from this evolution may guide us in shaping a tax system that serves both the government and its citizens more effectively.